Hey Pisces, so in the pre-meditation for your reading today, the card that came out was Mama Kila, who is the moon energy. And the moon governs our unconscious emotions or feelings or beliefs, our triggers, our wounding, as well as our intuition and our intuitive nature. And so we're going to explore this a little bit more, but what I'm really hearing is that you are not stepping fully forward. You are not stepping fully out because of some fears, because of some inner child wounds that are coming to the surface, but you're what I'm hearing from Spirit is you're not ignoring it, which is so powerful. You just aren't seeing it, right? It's not like sometimes we see things. Pisces, you are my queens that do this. You see things and you're like, I'd rather not look there. I'm gonna look over here. But you just aren't seeing it. You aren't seeing what it is that's preventing you from stepping forward and putting yourself out into the world. Ooh. And Pisces, when I see what's coming up, this very much is about you stepping into your spiritual mission and into spiritual service, but also letting yourself be seen as a mystic, as an intuitive, as perhaps an astrologer, an Akashic record reader, or a tarot reader, whatever it is. And the reason I'm saying that is because I have the Three of Discs, which is typically, which is Three of Pentacles in traditional tarot. And it's typically three individuals working on a church. And I have the Hierophant. So what we're looking at right now is some religious programming that you are having to work through. And it's like, you're intuitive, you're here as a channel or whatever it is that is your thing. Why can't I step forward is what I'm hearing, or why can't I trust it? And it's really because however you were raised, whatever religion or background and faith you have, it makes you feel a little bit at odds with your spiritual gifts. Now, I'm not going to get too specific into that in the here and now, but take a look at your religious upbringing, at what you were taught about people who do the work that you do by religious heads of, I almost said religious heads of state. I don't even know if that's a thing, but by priests or pastors or whatever it is, because that is blocking you from accepting, embracing your gifts, and it's also really blocking you from sharing them with the world. And you are here, okay? Listen to me. You are here to share these spiritual gifts with the world. They're not just for you. If you want them to be just for you, they can be just for you. But I don't get the impression that that's what you want. I have this feeling like you want to just kind of like shout from the rooftops, hey guys, I actually have I'm a psychic. You want to share that with the world, but you're not. And the reason is that religious upbringing. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm feeling like some of this started in Avalon for you. So working with the Wisdom of Oracle, the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle, I think that's the name of the deck. I'm going to link to my decks down in the description because you clearly, Pisces, have quite the deck collection going on. Takes one to know one, but I'm feeling this in my heart space. We are definitely soul sisters for sure. Okay, so we have the card Truth. So what is it that's your truth? And why don't you want to share it? Again, it's this religious energy. This is such a powerful message. It's like I can't even look at something different. Okay, but your upbringing, your history, and you might even have a parent that is kind of like, oh my God, like, tarot cards, that shit's from the devil. But you might have that, and it's really make you feel like it's unsafe to share your truth, to share who you really are. And so I'm going to suggest that you get in community with women or men, or just get into community with people who are like you. Build a family outside of your biological family that's there for you, that'll support you, and that can hold you, okay? That's something that would be very important for you and very nourishing for you at this time, Pisces, okay? And what's really interesting, okay, so you might also have a life path of 6 is what I'm hearing. So we have the Truth, and then we have the Grail Knight, who is romance, it's illusion, but it's the phrase that's jumping out at me is seeking the sacred. I think another part that makes this feel so, is making you feel so at odds is that you have strong faith. The way the God that you grew up believing in or praying to, or the the religion that you were raised in, you still feel that connection to it, and you cherish it and you treasure it. But it is a little bit, I keep getting this phrase, at odds with what you now know, because you were raised in, and this is typical of religious institution, but you see how that was kind of, has a very limiting perspective of God, or a very, it's like part of that belief that you were raised in feels very narrow, feels very limited compared to what you now know. But it's like creating this tug of war within you. So before I said, like, you might even have a parent that's like, what? Like, that stuff's from the devil, or, you know, there is only one God, whatever it is, but you also still are grappling with that yourself. And it's okay for you to be in that part of the process. And what I really want to let you know is that it's okay for you to come to the truth that feels right for you. Okay? There's a lot of opinions, even in the spiritual world. And really, like, whatever way you connect with spirit, whatever way you choose to share your gifts, if it feels good and right for you, then it is good and right, and it is your truth. So spirit wants me to let you know that. But you do have this, you have been on this lifelong quest for God, for the holy, for the sacred, for spirit, and you've landed in it. You're in it, right? Like, you're reading the books, you're still going to church, you're, going to prayer circles, you're going to meditation retreats, you're doing all of the things. And let it all blend, let it all meld. Pisces, this is like very typical Pisces energy, and I can't even fluff it because it's right here in the cards, right? But let it all blend, let it all meld together. You know, it's like a very powerful recipe that you are putting together that's going to help you connect with God, Goddess, you know, whatever you label it, in a way that is authentic. And that is what's going to make you so, that's why you are so needed out there in this world, in a world that wants to put people in boxes and put labels on things. And, oh, you're, you know, like, I'm hearing like, oh, you're Catholic, oh, you're Buddhist, oh, you're this, oh, you're that. And it's like, hey, here I am, I'm all the things, I'm all of it. I believe in all of it, I practice all of it, because I am here for spirit, or the universe, or God. Okay. Whew, what a juicy message. Okay. And then this final one, this love energy. There are many messages coming in on this card, and some of it is that you were catalyzed by a romantic relationship that went sour. Some of you are in a sacred relationship, and you know this with your higher power. You are tapping into those levels of higher love, of divine love, and you know that it is experienced with Creator and yourself first and foremost, and then maybe, if you want, you can share that with other people. But you are very much aware that there's low level, do I want to put it that way, that there's like a lower vibrational love, which is what we often speak about here on earth, and then there is higher love. And it's like, you're here for the higher love, you don't want to stop. And that's why, like, spirit, like, your spiritual journey is exciting and nourishing and nurturing for you, because you're here for the, you know, when I say higher concepts, I know that makes it seem like there's a hierarchy, but you're here for, I'll say, like, the esoteric concepts, the esoteric understandings, and the sacred teachings. Really, really powerful message, Pisces. Do let me know if this resonates in the comments, or maybe even with a like if that feels good to you. But yes, like, if this resonates, just please let me know, because I'm loving this energy. Anybody who knows me knows that I love this kind of thing. And I'm a Pisces rising. So let's get a couple more cards. Oh, two. Okay, cool. Okay, so a little bit of a path forward. How can you start to heal this aspect of you that is at odds or grappling with these aspects that are grappling with one another? And we start off with Lord Shiva, who is all about transcendence. So really learning to rise above it, to see it from the higher perspective, to kind of take a look at it and realize that it's really just like the ego fighting for, what I'm hearing is like definition, or fighting for the boxes and the containers to be maintained. But so from there, I also am being shown steps are being given. So your healing is happening already. It's almost like every single day you read a little thing or you pull a card, and it helps you really come into and reconcile the oneness of it all, that there is no separation of religion, or there is no separation of belief or person, that we are all one. And you're learning that every single day. Now, the other thing is Ladynada, which is all about opening and awakening your heart, give and receive in balance. And this feels like it's illuminating your precious energy and what you're investing your time in and your teachings in. So it's Spirit, it's interesting. You may have a parent or a parent-like figure in your life who is very triggered by your spiritual journey. And Spirit is really with this Ladynada, with this heart awakening, is, listen, you're not going to be able to share your journey with everybody. You're not going to be able to have conversations with everybody. You're going to always love and respect them, but know when to not offer your time or your energy or your ear to someone who doesn't value or respect where you're at. Because I see you having like a lot of respect for them. Yep, a lot of respect for them, but that they don't always return it when it comes to your spiritual beliefs. And that is hurtful for you. I was going to say, don't let that hurt you, but if it hurts you, it hurts you, right? But yeah, like it's like know who you can talk about it with, and don't even pay mind to those you can't speak to it about. Okay, and then your final card, we have Horus. What a blend. We have Lord Shiva, Ladynada, and then Horus here. Cosmic gateway. Miraculous changes are occurring. I kind of feel like just by nature of watching this, you're going to start to feel a little bit more at peace with yourself and with your beliefs, but that is going to just keep going. And as you open up a little bit more, you're going to find that things just start happening. Abundance just starts coming in. It's almost like the path to stepping forward and sharing this journey, sharing your teachings, is laid out for you. And you're going to see the support. You're going in here on earth, as well as from your guides and your masters. But this is a really powerful finish to your reading, Pisces. I am like, my heart is just like swelling. My heart is awakening here with you. But your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. So, you know, if you can, like, hit pause at the end of this video and jot down maybe a couple of things that you would really like to welcome in that would make this process easier for you. So it could be, you know, we talked about community, maybe like opening up to, like, I would like a community where I feel welcome and where I can hash this out. Like, maybe there is a community that is both religious, or like has a religious backing, but a spiritual, it's like a religious undertone but a spiritual overtone. I don't know, it's like, it's weird, it's coming through that way. It might resonate for you but not for me. Okay, but like, jot down a couple of things that you would really like to magnetize to you to support this journey in this process. Okay, if this resonated, like I said, let me know. And if you would like a personal reading, all of that information on how to work with me and how to get one is down in the video description. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time.